Hi there, everybody. This is Patty Losada. So, just as I promised, there are going to be some videos here to kind of help you remember all of the different steps and the different dances that we went through in our Latin music professional development on September 28th. So, without further ado, let's get started. We're going to start first with our reggaeton warm up, and then we'll go into our merengue, and finally ending with salsa. I am going to do a little bit more details with the salsa, so let's get going. All right, so in our PD, we talked about just having a warm up with our reggaeton song, Mi Gente from Trolls. And we also kind of just did some two steps that were basic steps for reggaeton. Remember, reggaeton, again, it's not necessarily a particular dance. It's something that is a little bit more raunchy, a little bit more, um, you know, uh, not maybe kid friendly. So we have to modify it in order to make it appropriate for our students. Again, I recommend always looking at lyrics, looking at the song and what the song is about. And if you find that you really like a beat from one of the reggaeton songs, but the lyrics may not be the best, go ahead and find an instrumental version. And then you can still do movement, you can still do lessons with it without having to worry about that it's inappropriate with its lyrics. So our first step that we're going to be doing is we're going to be doing like a two-step walk. So on the and of all of our beats, so we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. On the and of each of those beats, we're going to kind of tap in and then step on the beat. So we'll step in on and 1. Let's try that again. Ready? And 1. Now going to the other side. And 2. And 3. And 4. And 5. And 6. And 7. And 8. So let's do that a little bit faster. 5, 6, 7, 8, and 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, and 5, and 6, and 7, and 8. 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, and 5, and 6, and 7, and 8. Awesome, guys. All right. So we're going to include that in our warm-up. And then we are going to do one more kind of, I guess, basic kind of step that we can use within our warm-up. So we're going to do a cross jump, kind of like a cross uncross with our feet, and then kind of groove with the beat. So we're going to do, again, doing it on the and of our beats. We're going to start there. So we'll go and 1, and then you'll either pick whichever side you'd like to start with to kind of grind or groove or move your shoulders and moving your hips. So here we go. Let's try that again. And 1, 2, 3, 4. So you're going to actually do that for the first 4 beats. And then on the and 5, you'll do the other side. So let's try that from the beginning. Here we go. And 1, 2, 3, 4. And 5, 6, 7, 8. And 1, 2, 3, 4. And 5, 6, 7, 8. Now, it's not really important. I haven't really mentioned anything about which foot goes first, which one crosses in front or not, because in reality, this is a warm-up. So ideally, when you're teaching this with your students, you want to make sure that you're facing them the way that I'm facing you. And you'd want to make sure that you do everything to the opposite direction that they're doing it, so that they become your mirrors, or in turn, actually, you are their mirror, right? So if you want them to start with your right foot, or you want them to start with your left foot, you would be starting with the opposite. So for me, I actually am starting with, I would start with my left foot, so that way you guys would start with your right foot. So we can start, let's try that again, starting with my left. Here we go. 5, 6, ready, and go. And 1, 2, 3, 4. And 5, 6, 7, 8. And 1, stretches and a few different warm-up techniques that we can do with this song. Here we go. Here we go. Let's start stretching out. Here we go. 5, 6, 7, and. Switch. 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 All right, let's do a little bit of shoulders. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Here we go. And 1. Alternate. Shoulders. Other shoulder. Hips. Here we go. Make sure you're bending your knees. Forward, front, side, back. Side, forward, side, back. Here we go. Circles. Here we go. Loosen the hips. Let's do the upper body. Side, front, side, in, side, front, side, in. Faster. All right, let's do our steps. Our walking step, here we go. 5, 6, ready, and. 5, 6, 7, and let's do the cross. 5, 6, 5, 6, 7, and. So I'm gonna do another round of that just with our basic steps that we did to give you guys a little bit more practice with those basic steps. So here we go. Let's do a little bit of warming up of our body again. Here we go. And here, front, side, side, front, side, in. Faster. All right, here we go. Loosen up those knees. We're gonna go for our walk. 5, 6, 7, 8, and 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, and 5, and 6, and 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Good. Here we go. Let's do our cross. 5, 6, ready. Here we go. And 1, and 2. All right, guys, so now we're gonna go into our merengue. Remember that I mentioned that our merengue is our easiest step, easiest dance to do because it's basically walking to the beat. So that's all we're gonna do. We're gonna walk to the beat. So we're gonna start with our left foot, most likely your right. And so my left foot, your right foot, and we're just gonna start stepping in place. So we're gonna do it on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So remember we also mentioned that for dancing, all of the movements are done in an 8 count. All right, so let's just do a basic step. Here we go, 5, 6, ready, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So it's really important that you're transferring your weight from one leg to the next, right? So you're not stepping and just kind of leaving it or leaving one of the weight on one leg or the other, right? We want to make sure that we're transferring from one to the other consistently. So, and that also helps with that hip movement, right? So if you step, the hip that is with the straight leg should be kind of coming up. And once you put that weight fully on the other leg, that hip rises. So every time that you step and put your weight fully on that leg, that hip should be the one that is rising up. And that's where you get that nice kind of movement of that hip movement in merengue. So ready? Let's try it again. 5, 6, ready, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I encourage all of you to have your hands up around where your rib cage is. It's just better posture for you for when you're dancing, and it actually kind of gives you a little bit more of that feeling because if we kind of have our hands here and we're doing it, you're kind of gonna feel a little bit like a rag doll. So make sure that your arms are up here, and especially this is going to be really helpful when we go into the salsa. All right, let's do a quick little dance with it. We are going to go and do our basic. We'll do our basic moving forward, do our basic moving back. We can go from side to side, but I also want to go ahead and throw in a turn. So with our turn, we are going to do a basic to one side and then turn to the other side. So for example, I would be walking a basic to my left on 4 counts, and then on the next 4 counts, I'd be making that turn. So I would be going 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Really simple, just walking through it. So here we go, let's try that again. 5, 6, ready, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Important that when you are changing your legs to do that turn, that you have that leg you're going to be turning towards. So if you're turning towards your right leg. If you're turning towards your left leg. Then you have that ready to be placed or to be stepped on, right? So here we go. 5, 6, ready, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's turn to the other side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So that's pretty easy, right? We're gonna throw in some shimmies, as I call them. So we're gonna throw in some shoulder movement. So you wanna make sure that, again, in our dancing, we wanna make sure that we have a lot of buoyancy in our legs no matter what. Even if you are doing something that's with your upper body, you want that lower part of your body to be nice and relaxed, to be able to give you that flexibility and mobility in that upper body. So when we're shimmying, we're gonna shimmy to one side and then shimmy to the next. So I'm gonna be shimmying to my left and then my right. For you guys, it most likely would be to your right and then to your left. So here we go. 5, 6, ready, and shimmy to the right, shimmy to the left, shimmy to the right, and shimmy to the left. So when you're shimmying, your shoulders are actually interchanging and going one forward, one back. And you're doing that on a 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, 5 and 6 and 7 and 8 if we really want to get all technical. So I like to accent on that last beat of that 4 count. So again, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, 5 and 6 and 7 and 8, right? So accent that. So shimmy to the right, shimmy to the left, shimmy to the right, shimmy to the left. Now I'm even shimmying a little bit more. I'm kind of almost doing a double there. Again, whatever that is going to be better for you and looser for you, go ahead and do it. If you want to just be a little more technical, that's fine. We're all in the process of learning, so I just encourage you to try. The biggest problem with dancing in general, or the biggest fear I think that everybody has, is that they don't think they're going to be good at it, or they don't think they're going to do it right, but you never know until you try, so at least you've got to try. So here we go, let's put some music to it. All right guys, here we go. Just follow me. I'm not going to call anything out, probably except for the turns. Let's be in place. Just kind of relax. In place. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Me llevaron a un hospital de gente, supuestamente. En la emergencia recepcionista escuchaba lotería. Alguien se apiada de mí, grité perdiendo el sentido. Y una enfermera se acercó a mi oreja y me dijo, tranquilo, Bobby. Let's go forward. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, forward. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and back. To the side. Me acarició con sus manos de Merengue y me dijo, ¿qué le pasa, atleta? Other side. Y le conté con lujo de detalles lo que me había sucedido. Hay que chequearte la presión, pero la sala está ocupada. Y mi querido, en este hospital no hay luz para un electrocardiograma. Abrí los ojos con luna llena y me agarré la cabeza. Porque es muy duro pasar. Here we go, let's do a turn. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Basic. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Nice small steps. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Here we go. Let's shimmy, shimmy. Do a turn. Here we go. Turn around. Other side. Let's go forward. Here we go. 5, 6, 5, 6, 5, 6, forward. Back. Side. Other side. Center. Forward. Back. Let's do a turn. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Turn again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Here we go. Shimmy. Turn around. Other side. Merengue down. Bring it up. me. Here we go. All right, guys. So, our last thing that we're going to talk about and work on is our salsa. So, as I mentioned in the PD, salsa in general really doesn't really exist. There's lots of different Latin dances that have been kind of umbrellaed under the salsa. So, just within Cuba, you have son, you have guaguancó, you have rumba, you have so many different varieties. We have pachanga. So you have all of these different varieties that stem from that island or stem from a certain country, but they have been, when they got commercialized, um, it was put under the umbrella of salsa. But if you go to even Venezuela, Colombia, if you go to Puerto Rico, if you go to Santo Domingo, if you go to any of the Latin American countries, their salsa is going to have different aspects to it in comparison to others from other countries. So, again, keep that in mind that what we're learning is pretty much just the commercialized kind of thought. We are going to learn a basic step, and it is pretty much the foundation of that salsa step. In salsa itself, there's basically about three, I guess, styles that you can kind of think of. You have really LA style, which is mostly on one, on the downbeat. You have New York style, which is mambo, which is mostly on two, on the upbeat. And then you have casino, which is mostly from Cuba, and it's done in a circle. It's can be done on one, although I have seen some people that do it in contratiempo. But that's kind of what you can think of. We have LA style, we have New York style, and then we have Cuban style or casino style, or even if we want to go and commercialize it a little bit more, we have Miami style. So we are going to start with the one basic that I think is kind of like a nice starting point. And hopefully this would jumpstart your interest in wanting to learn more about the different salsa steps that are out there and the different salsa styles that are out there. As I mentioned, I'm going to include a list of different groups and artists and dancers that you can look up, and if you wanted to kind of go into detail and see the difference, especially when we're talking about Afro-Cuban style, or we're talking about they've even, there's some places that have done salsa swing, so you can kind of find these different artists and these different dancers and select what you want to focus on. Maybe you want to work on, or you want to focus on the Afro-Cuban link in the salsa music, and then so you want to bring in a dancer that is showing more of that Afro-Cuban style. Maybe you want to go and look at a little bit more of that LA, more ballroom-ish looking kind of technique, and then you want to bring in how maybe that has influenced ballroom, or maybe how ballroom influenced that style. So there's lots of different dancers that you can go ahead and look at, and I will do my best to give you as much information about them as possible. Another thing I wanted to remind everybody is for the local groups that I mentioned in our list, feel free to reach out to them. Many of them, maybe some of the instructors are able to do a webinar or a Zoom class for your students, and they can come in, they can, Zoom in and kind of, talk a little bit about what they teach and what styles they bring to the table. A few that I mentioned that are very kid friendly are Salsa Caribe, which is here in Miami, and also Salsa Kings, both here in Miami. And they have actually children performance groups. So they would be a great those two would be great groups to reach out to, because maybe they can even share some videos of their student or children's groups performing and doing various types of styles. So All right, so enough talking. Let's go ahead and do a little bit of salsa. Here we go. Okay, guys, so I'm actually going to be teaching you guys a little different with my salsa. I'm going to be actually giving you my back, and we will do it together as if you were looking at me in the class. Reason I want to do that is because from the front view, there might be some things that you might not see in the step. So if we do it from the back view, you'll be able to maybe notice a couple of things. So hopefully you'll be able to hear me and all will work out. So here we go. All right. So our basic that we're going to start with this time around is our forward basic. So we are actually going to start with our left foot. So as a reminder, remember that for our dancing, we do everything in a count of 8. So our salsa basic is going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay? We are going to take steps and dance or use the 1, 2, 3 beats and pause on 4, and then use 5, 6, 7, 8 and 5, 6, 7 and pause on 8. So the idea is that we have a home, and you're going to step a little bit out of that home and then step back into that home. That's kind of how I teach my students and kind of relate how that step is going to be. Just for the very beginning. Obviously, as you get more advanced, as you go into the dance and you get more comfortable, you start to blend a little bit more of that home base, and you kind of have a fluid motion going in and out of that home base. But for the beginning, that's how we're going to start. We're actually going to do first, instead, the basic step, but in place. Here we go. Let's try it. So we start with our left foot. We're going to step on 1, step 2 with our right, step 3, and we're going to pause on 4 to switch our weight. Pause 4. On our 5, we're going to start with our right foot. Step 5, step 6 with our left, step 7 with our right, and we pause on 8 and switch our weight. So remember how I mentioned in our merengue that our transferring of the weight is really important. That happens also in salsa. That is also the key in letting you have that hip movement that we see in so many dancers, right? So it's that transfer of the weight from one leg to the next and allowing that hip to rise and fall within that motion. So let's try that together. 5, 6, ready, here we go. 1, 2, 3, hold 4, 5, 6, 7, hold 8, 1, 2, 3, hold 4, 5, 6, 7, hold 8. Now it's really important that when you're doing this basic step, no matter what, that you are stepping each of those steps. A lot of the times I find that students, especially when we're learning, we want to take the easy route, right? We want to do maybe a step and then not lift our feet and actually come and step on each of our feet. But we should be doing as basic, any steps that we do, we should be doing them with purpose and actually giving them their full count, right? And actually stepping through with them. As you get more comfortable, as you learn more, as it becomes a second nature to you, you can see that other dancers, especially the more professional ones, there's certain a certain fluid motion. There's a blending of the step. One of the things that I notice is that my husband definitely, when he does his basic, it is like a blending like crazy. It doesn't look like he's actually stepping, but he is. His steps are just very, very blended together within his toes, ball of his feet, and his heels. All right, so here we go. Let's try that again. 5, 6, 5, 6, ready, here we go. 1, 2, 3, hold 4, 5, 6, 7, hold 8, 1, 2, 3, hold 4, 5, 6, 7, hold 8, 1, 2, 3, hold 4, 5, 6, 7, hold 8, 1, 2, 3, hold 4, 5, right, so now let's go ahead and do the actual step that is our forward basic. So let's take a look at it. You're going to start with your left foot and you're going to step forward on the left foot on 1. So step on 1. You're going to replace your right foot, replace it on 2, bring back your left foot on 3, and we hold 4. Let's try that together. 5, 6, ready, here we go. 1, 2, 3, hold 4. Make sure that you're actually stepping, ladies and gentlemen. 5, 6, ready, here we go. And 1, 2, 3, hold 4. Here we go. 5, 6, and ready, and again. 1, 2, 3, hold 4. Again. 2, ready, here we go. 1, 2, 3, holds 4. Now, the next thing is to finish our basic. So we're going to finish our basic on 5, 6, 7, holding 8, but we're going to finish it with our right foot. So here we go. Let's just do that. Our 5, 6, 7, 8. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. Here we go. 5, 6, 7, hold 8. So our 5, we're stepping back with our 5, with our right foot on 5. We step with our left foot on 6 in replacing. We bring it back together on 7 with our right foot, and we hold 8. Let's try that together. 1, 2, 3, here we go. 5, 6, 7, hold 8. And one more time. 2, ready, here we go. And 5, 6, 7, hold 8. Here we go. Let's go from the very beginning. Ready? 5, 6, 5, 6, ready, here we go. And 1, 2, 3, hold 4, 5, 6, 7, hold 8, 1, 2, 3, hold 4, 5, 6, 7, hold 8, 1, 2, 3, hold 4, 5, 6, 7, hold 8, 1, 2, 3, hold 4, 5, 6, 7, hold 8. Now we're going very slow, all right? When you use a salsa song, you might want to go with a salsa song that is probably under 80, under 90 beats per minute. We definitely want it to be a more of like a walking pace, steady beat to it, okay, when you're starting. Because a lot of the salsa songs, especially ones coming out, are really fast and they will trip you up. So we are gonna do a slow song together, but before we do, let's do a basic step to the side so that we can get a little bit, something a little different there too. Here we go, 5. So we're gonna do the same thing that we just did of using our left leg first and then our right leg after, but we are, instead of doing forward and back, we're gonna go to the sides. So here we go. Let's start with our left foot. 5, 6, ready, here we go. Step out on 1, replace 2, together 3, hold 4, do it with the other leg. Step out 5, replace 6, 7, and 8. Now this step, if you take out a little bit of that, the 2 and the 6 in between, we can actually kind of incorporate it in where Huahuancó has its basic step. But again, it doesn't have that 2 and 6 as emphasized, but we are just gonna go ahead and do it as our side basic for our salsa. Here we go. Let's try it again. 5, 6, ready, here we go. And 1, 2, 3, hold 4, 5, 6, 7, hold 8, 1, 2, 3, hold 4, 5, 6, 7, hold 8, 1, 2, 3, hold 4, 5, 6, 7, hold 8, 1, 2, 3, hold 4, 5, 6, 7, hold 8. All right, so let's go ahead and put those two together. forward basic and side basic. Here we go. 5, 6, 5, 6, ready, and forward. 1, 2, 3, holds 4, 5, 6, 7, and 1, 2, 3, and 5, 6, 7, forward. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 1, 2, 3, 5, to the side, and 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. Let's do it a little faster, and let's afterwards put a little bit of music to it. Yeah, here we go. Faster. 5, 6, 5, 6. Ready, here we go. And 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3. Side basic, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. Let's put some music to it. All right, guys, so I'm going to use a song called Layaway, and I'm using it on YouTube, and I've slowed it down. Instead of having it at the normal speed, I went down to 0.75. All right, so it's going to be very slow, but I think it's going to be very helpful to be able to do that step really well. We'll go ahead and maybe we can pick it up to speed one more time a little after. Here we go. Let's try it at full speed. Here we go. Five, 6, 5, 6. Ready? Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3. To the side. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. To 3, 5, 6, 7. 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3. Forward. 1, 2, 3. And 1, 2, 3. I'm going to now count for a little bit. See if you can feel it. 5, 6. Here we go. To the side. Forward. To the side. Forward. Here we go. And forward. To the side. Here we go. Forward. In place. Here we go. Forward. All right, I'm gonna do a little bit of some shines. Here we go. All right, everybody, I hope that you enjoyed that little bit of salsa dancing. And again, any questions, or if you guys want any more information, again, always reach out to the different groups that I'll be sending. And feel free to reach out to me as well. I'll add my email to our list. And good luck, and I hope that everybody enjoys the Hispanic Heritage Month with everything that you guys have learned in this PD. Thank you so much. Bye.